Hi guys, welcome. I want to invite you to a special episode here with me that's very near and dear to my heart. We're going to talk about a subject that's very personal to me, being a starseed. I was told I was a starseed. That was the first thing that really registered with me on my path that made me really know that the divine was speaking to me. That I had a connection with Source, Mother Earth, Spirit. I'll never forget the day that I was in my living room and the word starseed, the words starseed, just rang in my head. I was working out at the time. I was like, what? What the frick's a starseed? Never heard this before. And like, I was such a non-believer, you guys. Like, I talk about non-believers, you should have seen me. Like, oh my goodness. Before my awakening, talk to me about this? Go smoke something else. That was me, right? That was my attitude. I was like, let's talk about science. Let's talk about Darwinism. Let's talk about evolution. Where's the proof? Oh yeah, we just live, we die. This all means nothing. I didn't even know what it meant. I thought it meant, let's get this house, this car, get this career, lie, don't tell the truth, suffer, freaking be caught in addiction because that's what we do. We don't deal with anything. Don't tell the truth, lie to people, tell them what they want to hear. It's all about what it looks like, not about what it actually is. I was like, I don't resonate with this. I don't resonate with any of this. I don't resonate with any of this. I don't think that way. And that's how I started looking into what a starseed was, and I was like, oh, well, this is exactly how I feel. I've never felt like I fit in. I've always felt like I've been searching for home. I don't understand cruelty and violence. I don't understand animal abuse. I don't understand all these things that we do here. A lot of the ego games, I recognize I got caught in them to learn what I learned so that I could become a healer and do what I do. But holy, I don't resonate with what this is. It's all fake. I remember, always showing kindness, always showing compassion from the time I was a small child. And that was my light, and shining my light out in such an innocent way. I would have $20 in my pocket and I would give it to my friend, and my friend would be like, really, what? And that was my lunch money. But she wanted to buy her boyfriend a romantic gift, and I was such a freaking sucker for romance, even back then. So I, gave her my last $20 I had for lunch for the week. And there she went. She bought him a present, and I freaking went without. That was cool. I was lucky to even have the money. I was lucky to even have the friends. I was, always thankful for many things, seeing people differently, never seeing colors of skin. I don't see colors of skin. I think that's what a waste of time that is. We're all just children of the sun. We're all equals. In this, fighting, conflict, it's just really a waste of time. And being stuck in this fighting and conflict and pain, it doesn't really help us out. It's not really, how will you create your happiness if you're always living in your pain? Can't do so. And after having my awakening, being activated, my relationship with my twin flame, that whole activation, woo, I really realized I became connected. I became integrated. The universe just threw me in play. The universe threw me in play, and I answered the call. I'm like, yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm activated. And it's not easy. It's not easy to be a starred seed. It's not easy to go against the grain. It's not easy to shed your light, to understand, like, what you connect to, what you're doing here, what you're creating is for the greater good. When you are having the roughest day on planet Earth, you remember planet Earth is suffering, and we came here to help planet Earth. We came here to do better. We came here to rock our inner uniqueness, to shine, to go against the grain, to be the koi fishes swimming upstream or turning into dragons, and it's go time. We are not going to back down, because we have to understand what we're fighting for is within us. What we're looking for is within us. What we're creating is within us. Grounded here. And we grounded here because we've been put into play with the universal flow. We've been activated. You know, so much of the, you know, you look around, you're like, whoa, 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 I'm here, oh, tower, tower, tower. Well, that's why you're here. And you know, then we want to distract ourselves. Let's just distract ourselves with still some 3D BS. And then, you know, I do it too. I distract myself, and I'm like, yo, you know what? Distraction's gone. It's go time. And the higher levels you get to integrating the light, the easier it is to let go of what's lower vibrational, the easier it is to see the truth and see the light and to continue. Like, you actually build levels for yourself. When you fall down, you don't fall down so far. You don't fall down so hard, and then you know how to pick yourself up and get back on the horse. This is the healing spiral. We've talked about that. I will link that down below for anyone who wants to check it out. But, you know, even too, my love for animals. Having my love for animals, just from such a young, small age, never wanting to kill anything, bugs, just like wanting to play with the bugs and play with the animals. You know, becoming friends with my cow friend, my bug friend, my little bug collections. You know, wanting to really get dirty and play with the earth and get really in there. Just not thinking the way other people do. Not thinking the same way I do about social structures, about how we should play, about what we came here to do. That's because as a starseed, you came here to create something different. You came here to create something different. You didn't come here, you know, you're not on that freeway driving that car. You're climbing up the mountain. When everyone's driving on that freeway, you're climbing up the mountain. And, you know, the universe keeps putting enough tower moments into play until we know we're going up that mountain, and we're going strong. We're going strong, baby. Now, I feel as though I've talked a lot about what a starseed is to me. I've got my cards here. I love you, Tarot. Oh, shoot, my poor crystal. And that's another thing, too, you know. You start having relationships with crystals, and actually, you know, you just start looking at the whole planet differently. The whole planet's just a big playground. Even when I sit, like, outside on my concrete step, I have a different relationship with my concrete step now. It's like, ooh, that's energy in there. And that's just a freaking concrete step. Don't fall down that. And I'm like, ooh, that concrete's holding all that beautiful sunlight. And I'm just going to sit on it. And I'm just going to absorb some of it through my being. And then I'm going to go lay down, and I'm going to allow Mother Earth to hold me. Because, you know, I've also never resonated with sitting there, you know, on my knees, like begging for my life. I've always resonated with laying back and having Mother Earth cradle me in her being as I stare at the stars, and I don't feel as though I have to be cut down at my knees. I feel as though Mother Earth has me, and I'm connected to the heavens, and they got me, man. They got my back. That's what being a starseed is. Understanding that. Having a relationship with the cosmos, having a relationship with Mother Earth. And the energies. Oh. Wow, the Nine of Swords and the Hierophant. And one more card. We're going to do past, present, and future with these cards. There it is. Prince of Wands. That's the future. That's where we're going. Thanks to the moon. Hello, moon. And this is the path. The path. Being connected to the moon. Being connected to the sun. Spending time with them. Having a relationship with them. Getting to know them on an intimate basis. One-on-one, baby. You and the moon. You know, my son calls it, he's like, hey, there's my moon. That's my moon, huh, Mom? My moon. He doesn't mean it in a selfish way. He has a connection with it. And you know what? I am so, what a beautiful thing. And I cherish the fact that he already has that within him. And I understand he's a gift from the universe. You know, my son he's special needs. and you know he's been tried to be put on medication and all these things. And I'm happy that I'm his mother, and I can heal and slow down and have the tools to ground with him. And my relationship with him, and he has changed. We've changed each other, you know. And then to go back to the doctors and say, whoa, that's your son? That's your son now? You did that without medication? Yes, I did that without medication because I slowed down and I took the time and I healed with him and I helped him expand. And in doing so, I expanded. Part of an understanding expansion. What I see right now, where we've been, you know, our past, it's all hurt, it's all pain, it's all confusion. This is being lost in the matrix. This is going mad. This is our inner child being so tormented. And just, you know what, we never get so connected to, as you know, God, source, the creator, as we do when we are going through pain, when we are ripped open to shreds. That's when we can connect the most, and we can choose to integrate, you know, the most light. Because when it's the darkest, we can see the most light. And we know, when we know what we know about yin and yang, it, you know what, where there's yin, there's always yang, and when there's yang, there's always yin, and it always turns back into it. It always is in flow. That's how you can't lose the yin to your yang. Now, this is where we've been, but now we've got the sort of clarity, and that's what we've been gifted. We've been gifted because we've been integrated and activated. We've been gifted freedom from the matrix, from the ego games, from this waste of time that we've been stuck in, the illusion. And now, here, we're grounding our higher self. We're grounding the light. We're activating. This is us actually really activating. This is us coming into contact with universal flow, being integrated. You know, you're playing with the universe. It's interacting with you. You have that relationship with the cosmos, with Mother Earth. You're integrated. And this has to do it's like transforming through the dark by letting go of what's lower vibrational through passions, but then it's like third eye activations. We're having third eye activations, which are allowing us to have more light through the crown. And it's like we're birthing new life. We're birthing new creative forces. We are birthing the new social structures, new family lives, the way that looks at home. You know, even new schools, new selves. This is like, we're just expanding everything. And now here, we know how to aim the light. We know how to direct the light. We know how to create with the light, with responsibility for the greater good here with the Prince of Wands. And this is because we've done sacral chakra healing. Continuing to let go, burning away of what's lower vibrational. And really, really that third eye activations is just, I feel like the third eye activations going on, you know, where we're going are just going to continue us to allow us to have that constant flow of the light. We are going to be so connected and integrated that our shadow selves will be trapped in the past. We are going to restore balance through our connection to the dark and the light. But the dark and the light will both become heart-centered now. And that's how we're going to create with responsibility with the flame, and it's going to allow us a raise in elevation. And this is all thanks to the moon. Wow. It's like we're going to raise our vibration, so it's like, I feel like just like the layer of our old self will be completely removed. It's like, you know, we will come out of our shell literally. It's like I feel like we're gonna have whole new DNA. We're gonna change so much. We're gonna just change so much. Through the darkness, we find the light and the still waters of emotion, like a beautiful sunset. Feels like that's where we go to. We go to like a bad nightmare to a beautiful sunset at dawn with like music playing and Ibiza on the background. Okay, dreaming now. Now, what's being activated? Couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you. And look, that's what we're doing. We're builders. We're building, and we've got this. We got this on lockdown. We understand this. We're creators. We're creating this space. And we understand, we have the bird's eye view and the big picture, and we're able to harmonize. We're connected to the animals. We're connected to the earth. We're connected to our soul tribes, our communities. This is building communities again. And this is getting back to farming, to play, inner child. This is having stronger emotional freedom and will through expansion of our knowledge and wisdom of our ancestors. And then like mixing the both of them here now. Creating with life force energies, the pathway to freedom. I love that we have the tree of life here. We're not destroying anymore. We're creating life. We're creating a legacy for 7 generations plus. And we knew that. Our ancients knew that. This is a Starseed Tarot. We're going to get a message from it. There it is. The 6 of crystals. Well, we're just balancing everything right back out, aren't we? Here comes harmony. As the young woman sits on the side of her scale, her crystal possessions, her wealth, her achievements on the other. She has learned to be in harmony with that aspect of her life and not let it become so weighty that she loses her perspective. She knows how to balance her wealth and achievements, contemplates the beauty of the rose from her place of balance and purity. She appears to be thankful for the gifts she has received from the earth. She gazes down upon 2 outstretched hands, preparing to hand the rose to the needy one. She is the reincarnated priestess who has learned from her misguided focus and is ready to give without question. What is the gifts she can share? Is she the rose, the wisdom of knowing? True beauty which holds within is the greater understanding of what truly matters for us all. And there it is. That's the truth. The true beauty that lies within. Our truth, our uniqueness, and our connection to the earth. Our gifts from the earth. Now, let's just get a message from the angels. As we know that we are connected to the angels when we are a starseed. You know what? I need to reshuffle over here. Need to reshuffle. Too many cards. Don't feel it. Energy's off. Okay. Message from the angels. It's because they wanted me to work for it. Alrighty. 4 of Earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions. Giving to those less fortunate. And that's what it's all about, giving back. We just heard from the message, you know, from balancing out our karmic scales. This is all about giving back now. To build this place for the greater good. Our communities. My goodness. Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. And that is, we know the gifts that the feminine brings. How it is connected to creation, how it houses the masculine energy of expansion. And it is the matter here to house it. And that's what we're doing. We're becoming receptive and nurturing, becoming generous and showing our softer side, but also still in a way where we are protecting our energy like the dolphin. We're not going to be back in that nightmare and compromise and hurt ourselves and start self-sabotaging and feeling the need to do that because we're in pain. We're going to heal, repair, restore, rebuild, mend, and keep going. Wow, they're like, yeah, Nicole, talking too much. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. This is what we're doing. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness, to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. She represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life full of service. She represents the generations that came before, that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing they would not see the glorious end result. Representing the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Teaching us we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part may be to mother their children, another to gather in a circle with other women each month. No part is better or worse. Each is as important. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. Well, thank you, Anna, and that is what being a starseed is all about. Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. And we understand that too as a starseed. We're not in competition with who outshines who. There's room for all of us in the sky. A starseed knows that first and foremost. We're here to shine our lights. We're here to be the lights for those people that maybe don't have it, that need to be shown the way. We're the light bearers to shine our way homes to this divine land we are building, this sacred land. The golden ages, baby. Ooh. It's so exciting and filled with light and joy and happiness. I just want to dance. Gonna fill up my well now. And I couldn't have said it any better too, because you know what? We get so caught up in being there for everyone else. We have to do this too, because this is how we fuel it all. Retreat, rest, refuel. The most selfless thing you can do is fill up your own inner well. When you are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. And that's why, like, how else will we shine our light if we don't refuel it? We need to do that. That's so important as being a starseed and part of our path. So, what nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? And we know it has to be body, mind, and soul. We have to be filling life within all those areas. We can't just be like, oh, well, I'm eating all these high vibe foods. I'm eating all these electrolytes, these, all these fresh foods that are, got great things going on. All the colors of the chakras. They're beautiful. All the colors of the rainbows. The rainbows, right? Then, what are we feeding our mind? Are we feeding our mind life? Are we feeding it poison? Is it just negative BS going on in there? Or are we feeding it positivity? And what are we feeding our soul? Are we feeding our soul? Hey, we gotta remember what our soul, gotta keep that room within full of light for our soul. Our soul will be dark if we don't put light in there. Then it's in the dark and it's depressed. We must put light within. That's the room that our soul is living in. And then it's growing because it has access to the light. And then what are we doing? We're refueling our light and we're shining it out. And that's what we came here to do. It's part of our purpose, our path, and we're rocking it and we're raising the vibes. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining me here and connecting with me, you Starseeds. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.